Hello everybody, welcome to another Eternal video here. So I'm going to be running a Mask Reanimator list today, and I'm just so tickled by this deck. I'm loving it. This is a really bad hand, so I'm going to redraw it in a minute. But I first want to shout out all the subs and patrons who make this possible. You'll get it early access, you'll be getting this on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, and everybody else can enjoy it on Thursday or Friday. Big thank you to all the people that helped me out with that. And of course to my sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can check out the link below for both my personal store and to just get 12% off any order that you want. They do really cool mouse pads and dice bags and all kinds of cool playmats and things like that, so you should definitely give them a look. This deck, I played it once and I immediately knew that I was going to be able to do a deck tech on it because it's just such a blast. The first game that I played with it, I ended up gaining over 2 different turns. First I gained 25 life off of a Royal Guardian, and then I gained a 37 life off of it the next turn with masks, and I just went off the hook. This deck is really fun. I highly recommend just kind of testing it out. Like I said, I just wrote it on a scrap of paper basically and kind of wrote it up. You can check the deck tech down below for like kind of all my reasonings for doing cards in this, and I played it the first time, and it went off, and it was amazing, and I really hope that we can do some more of that. I went off a bunch more times, too. I've played it about 5 or 6 times now, and it's been an absolute blast every time. The idea of the deck is, if you haven't seen this style, is to get Great-Kiln Titan into our Void, so we can Stirring Sand it. But instead of doing the traditional version of this, where it's got like lots of Heart of the Vaults, which actually I think our opponent might be on, we are going to be doing something that's a little bit strange. We're also running, well, let's just go to the market and show.
A customer.
We're going to swap this out, and we're going to get a Mask of Torment. Yep, we're trying to run a lot of life gain in here as well, and we're doing things like Royal Guardian and just filling our Void really quickly, and then gaining a ton of life off of things like Royal Guardian, and just Mask of Tormenting our opponents to death as well, so we can just ramp really fast to a Titan as well. So there's really cool things that we can do with that. I would love to mask here, but I think that it's better for us to just kill that. One thing that we really want is we want to find a learned Herbalist. Ooh, this is interesting, because Cull the deck is nice, but Sporefolk actually gets a bunch of things into our Void and might hit an object for Stirring Sand. That's a tough one. I'm going to Sporefolk, and I could easily be wrong. I get to play it here, and I guess we'll find out if I made the right call. It sucks that we already hit 2 of these. Oof. I hit a lot of the enablers and not any of the top ends. That's really scary for us. We hit Learned Herbalist, Aurelian Merchant, and Devour, all cards that we really would have wanted to draw, and not anything that we actually wanted to avoid. I'm going to Sporefolk again. I just want to hit it. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a Great-Kiln Titan in there. We can Stirring Sands it out. And we're just going to pass. We can Chump Block for a turn if we feel like it. This is going to make our Royal Guardian at some point just nasty. It's going to gain us a lot of life. Opponent doesn't even attack. That is surprising to me. I mean, I'm going to Stirring Sand. It'll get us the Great-Kiln Titan. And that might get us a lot of gas. Plus, Mask of Torment is actually just damage with it, which is pretty cool. Ooh, what do we get off of a Quarry? I'm going to get the Cull the deck here, I think. I don't mind just looking for a bunch more cards. Yeah, now our opponent attacks. I think we can block with both, honestly. We might draw Devour, and then I'll feel a little bad about this, but I still have the Aurelian Merchant for that, so it's not too terrible.
You made it
In Cold Blood. Interesting. Okay, we're almost at Great-Kiln Titan already, which is pretty sweet, so we can just play it. We're gonna not want to really lose this Merchant, though. Go for an Amber Waystone. Now I can actually Chump Block the Merchant if I really feel like it. Certainly a possibility. We're close to Royal Guardianing, too. Which is maybe a reason not to do it, because we're going to gain 19.
Now it's my turn.
Sure, Bar does not matter. We can just go over the top of that. I'm going to just take the damage here. And I might just Royal Guardian next turn. It's absolutely massive, and it gains us a ton of life. It's better for my power. Although I could... Ooh... 19 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We go up to 26, and then I can block. If they kill the Royal Guardian, it's not as big of a deal. And we can also now block with this. Sure. Oh, what am I doing? It's a tribute. Ha, right. I totally forgot about that I need to actually have it go to the void and then do it. I don't know why I blanked on that. It's still okay. And we want to scout here. So another reason why I kind of wanted to do this, so that we can set up the Great-Kiln Titan. And there we go. Get a little bit of a better scout. We've got Banish for any of the Varas or Sandstorm Titans if we can just untap.
Now you shall witness true power.
No attack from our opponent there. I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought that they would swing in with some to try and get a Zindel to turn on. I can kill one of these, which I think we're going to want to do. Let's go Stirring Sand and hit Great-Kiln Titan again. And then we're just going to pass the turn and hope that we hit something pretty good. Annihilate. Sure. Oh, I would like Mask of Torment, please. It's too bad that we don't get to play it here, because I'd really like to pick off one of the 1/1s. But what do you do? I can't do too much about that, unfortunately. So we get to banish one, make it so they don't draw as many cards off of our deck. And we can just kind of hope that at least it's a power card or something. Maybe just like Learned Herbalist, or... Back alley Delinquent would be kind of annoying. Ooh, Statuary Maiden's nasty. Oh, and they hit Aurelian Merchant? That's insane. Oh, they didn't actually use it, though. Do they not have a market? Or are they using a different card for a market? That's really strange. I'm surprised by that. I could have killed this. I forgot that I had gotten a 3rd Titan. I'm not playing very well right now. I'm making some major mistakes. This is being very silly of me. That's a pretty great hit, though. Despite me doing some stupid things, I'm doing really well. I could have just killed a Zindel, too. I could have used triple or killed Statuary Maiden and the 1/1. I'm gonna bottom that. Infernal Tyrant. Nice. That's going to gain us a lot of life and a lot of power.
The Waystones hold great power.
And now we get Sporefolk and another Invoke the Waystones. This just gets really, really wonky. It's too bad that Aurelian Merchant got off for our opponent. That's really sick for us. Because I want to be able to get our Lumen Reclaimer, sorry. Yeah, we've already got one. Did we get all 3? No, okay. So we can still have a chance to draw one. At least there's that. We're going to draw some extra cards here. Mask of Torment. I like that. We can go Great-Kiln Titan, Mask of Torment, deal 4, deal 4 and 4, and then deal 4 to their face, I think. That ends up pretty good for us. And now we have 4 Great-Kiln Titans in play. We have out-reanimated Reanimator by a lot. We're at 32 life. Sure, we might as well play that to see what we have on top. Oh, yeah. We get to Mask of Torment and just murder them with it. Oh, wow. And kill an enemy unit or relic. Sure. I love that these are all just, like, on the stack. Oh, and we get to Stirring Sand, too. Cool. I think that our opponent might be dead. Cool story. And this is what I wanted to show everybody. I played really badly there, and our deck is just so powerful that it absolutely demolished them. That was bonkers. Our draw was really, really good. So despite my, like, little misplays there, forgetting about the tribute and stuff like that, I think that I might have still gone for that play because I really wanted to scout with the Great-Kiln Titan too, but wow. Yeah, we hit Great-Kiln Titan into Great-Kiln Titan, just went off. Alright, game 2. I think I like this. We can get a Mask out of the market. We've got Devour to draw us a bunch of extra cards. I don't really mind losing Aurelian Merchant for the extra power as long as we get, like, Mask, because that's just still ramping us anyways. We don't really lose any ramp by doing that, because we're going to gain the life off of the Devour anyways. Plus, we also have the Amber Waystone for it. Oh, excellent. Learned Herbalist with Mask. Alright, now we're cooking. I could just play Amber Waystone even now, so that we get the... we get Learned Herbalist early. No, I don't want to play Learned Herbalist first, because we might want to discard a big Titan. And instead we can just go, like, Aurelian Merchant this turn with Amber Waystone, and that's so much better for us. That enables us to Mask right away, and we can start doing the Learned Herbalist plays. Sucks a little bit that we lose out on the life gain, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we'll trade this away for the Mask. I don't really want to lose the Aurelian Merchant. I might not even block here, because it's possible that they have a torch. They're just gonna combust. I was wondering if they would. Seemed like they might have been setting it up. It's unfortunate. But we can deal with it. Oh, and Dark Return Ticking Grenadin. Ooh, baby, they're going deep on this plan. We can go Sporefolk, and then we just have a chump blocker. I think at this point, I'd rather play Learned Herbalist and discard the Sporefolk that way.
Let's see. A little bit of
It really sucks, because of course, losing that power that one turn, that was a really important turn for them. It stops us from being able to Mask a Torment right now. And they probably knew that, like... If you go Aurelian Merchant, you're playing Xenan at all, you're probably going for Mask at this point. Another Combust. Wow, they've got a really, really sick hand. Holy cow. That's insane. Did they get another Dark Return? Alright, well, we might actually lose this. This is an unreal draw from our opponent. Super, super, super consistent. That is pretty busted. That's... insane. I've rarely seen something that powerful from this kind of a thing. That's so consistent. Wow. Alright, well, if we draw a unit... Okay. Yeah, we're still in okay shape then. Because we can just block, Devour, gain some life back, gain a bunch of... Ooh, nice. Alright, so we got a couple of big targets in the yard. Gain a couple of life, gain a couple of power. Start ramping up to Great-Kiln Titan. The consistency here is unreal from our opponent, though. I mean, this is quite the brew from them, but... Man, if I could always draw double Combust, double Dark Return, I would have a pretty high win rate.
Let's see.
So, this one's a little bit iffy. I think we'd go the Crest of Chaos, which might sound weird, but I'm close to Great-Kiln Titan. Like, really close to Great-Kiln Titan. Yeah, and I think this bears it out, because now we get the Crest of Impulse. I want to scout here. It's going to let us go Great-Kiln Titan. Back alley Delinquent, we can bottom, and I can use the Devour if I need to. I'm assuming that they're going to have another removal spell. Triple Ticking Grenadin. Question is now, do I want to Devour? It does gain me a lot of life, and it does gain me a lot of power because of that. Few extra cards. I think we'll wait. Go with Great-Kiln Titan and the power card, sure. I'm a little worried about getting burned out, but I think I need to put some blocks down here. Maybe they have the sacrifice immediately into Gear Cruncher. That'd be pretty insane. Their hand's been nutty good, though. Really consistent. Okay, good, good, good. With that under wraps, I think we're in great shape now. Because we can gain a lot of life off of Learned Herbalist, and that translates into a lot of power for us. And the opponent... Yeah, torching the Learned Herbalist is definitely the right thing to do. With that in mind, we want to gain as much life as possible, so we're going to do this. We have enough of every influence, so it doesn't really matter what we get. I will draw and invoke the Waystones. That seems like not a terrible plan. And we get another Learned Herbalist, too. Awesome. Normally I'd start... Like, you could look at discarding Great-Kiln Titan, but here, like, there's not really much point in doing that. I'd rather just discard Shadow Sigil. We can gain more life back that way. And I'm going to attack here. We want to try and end this game fast now, before they manage to, like, combo burn us out again. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Here's the Stirring Sand off the top to gain 19 life. Oh, I think that's the game. Oh, this deck can do some stupid, stupid things. Yeah, like, they can have a pretty big play here, and I don't think it's gonna matter. That's a pretty big one, but like I said, I don't think it's gonna matter. We just have way too much life now, and Great-Kiln Titan plus the Royal Guardian? Yeah, oh, that was despicable. Alright, game 3. We have been on a roll. I'm going to keep this hand. It's nice to have a Great-Kiln Titan, so if we can draw a Learned Herbalist or a back alley Delinquent, then we can just discard it right away. Annihilate's good removal. Our opponent's probably on aggro. Almost everybody in Diamond 1 is on Skycrag aggro that I've found. When we played last night on stream for like 7 hours, I think I came across about a dozen people that were in Diamond 1, maybe a little bit more. And I think one of them wasn't playing Skycrag aggro, so it's... The Annihilate might be pretty important. Well, maybe not. Let's see what they're up to. But this hand's nice. Like, it's not incredible, but it's got the things to make it pretty good. We want to make sure that we get Cull deck online right away. Sporefolk. We don't need that right away. We don't have the actual Stirring Sands. If we had that, then it's great to try and fill your void fast, but because we already have, like, Great-Kiln Titan, we just really want to discard out of our hand. We want to try and dig down to the Delinquent or to the Learned Herbalist instead. Oh, are they, like... I wonder if they're on Temporal. That would be interesting. I have no idea if we're good against Temporal or not. I think we would be, to be entirely honest. We're going to call the deck here. Okay, I don't have a way to discard in our market, unfortunately. I could take Back Alley Delinquent. The problem is they just need one removal spell for Great-Kiln Titan. We put a lot of work into it, and it just dies. If we go and get Mask of Torment and set up for, like, a lot of ramp, that might be better for us. This is a close one. Although, Sabotage is also good against them. I'm going to Back Alley. This feels weird. I'm not sure if that's right. I get the feeling that they're on Temporal, though. Yeah, like, this just, it's such a traditional Temporal start. Like, Crests, Seek Power, Strategize in these colors. There's not much else they can be besides, like, a unitless control deck. I think that our deck should be pretty good against them, because honestly, if we just get, like, one Titan at a time, they have a really hard time kind of dealing with that. So, Back Alley, discard Great-Kiln. This part's kind of awkward, because I'd like to Sabotage them, but I also want to make sure that I get up to 4, and specifically double time for Stirring Sands. So I guess I can Amber Waystone. It still doesn't let me Crest of Impulse. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, they're definitely that. I might want to get rid of Vital Arcana or Eileen's Choice. Eileen's Choice is really annoying. It gets rid of a lot of like a lot of cards that we have. It gets rid of, like, Invoke the Waystones. Obviously can counter Stirring Sand. Kills Great-Kiln Titan. I think we're going to have to get rid of the Eileen's Choice. I don't like leaving with them with Vital Arcana, because that card's still really annoying. But kind of what we're stuck with. They can Hailstorm this if they really want to. It's not a big deal. Ooh, I like the Aurelian Merchant. So we're going to play Crest of Impulse. And we get a Mask. Huh. That might change how we want to do this. Do we get another Mask or do we get another Stirring Sand? Stirring Sand might be the best idea. So then if they kill the Great-Kiln Titan, then we can just immediately do it again. I'm going to keep that on top, and now we're going to go for Stirring Sand. So we get to attack here. This might also be a weird play, but we're probably just going to chuck Annihilate.
Ah, a customer.
Like, that might sound really odd, but getting rid of Annihilate's good when they just don't have any units. They might have their own Aurelian Merchants, but they're not going to be super important. I mean, might. They're definitely going to have them. They're going to have things like Desert Marshal, probably, but again, Annihilate doesn't even kill those, so it's not a big deal. Let's attack. And now we'll Stirring Sand back to Great-Kiln Titan. And see if we can't get a decent hit. Not great, but that's fine. So now they might Harsh Rule or have some other removal for Great-Kiln Titan. But even if that's the case, we just get to Stirring Sand it back, so it's not too terrible for us. And this is the kind of game where if they hold up 3 power, we might not even want to attack a Great-Kiln Titan, because it can just die. Invoke the Waystones. An interesting card. We need one more time card for it. Then we can start trying to go off of that, too. Ooh, hitting Stirring Sand there is really, really bad luck for us. Especially with only 2 left in the deck. That was a really bad low roll. Like, a time power card would have been perfect. That would have been much, much better. Losing that really sucks. It means we can't get another early Titan. And, I mean, it's just super blank. Any power card would have been fine. It gets us so much closer to playing, like, Great-Kiln Titans that we draw. Yeah, it's just really bad for us. Just draw the last Stirring Sand. I mean, yeah, I guess. This is weird. What a weird game so far. Wow. Well, we only had 1 Annihilate left. This is the ultimate of bad luck. We had 3 blank cards in our deck, and out of 2 draws, we hit 2 of them. So that's unfortunate. Even Devour would have been, like, not good, but it would have been okay, because it would have given us some gas, but yeah, that's just super, super, super unlucky. I mean, the odds of that have to be insanely low, right? 59 cards, 3 draws, and we get 2? Yeah, that's not high. I don't know how low, but it's really, really low. Alright, well, we get Crest of Impulse. We might want to just try and roll on the Invoke the Waystones. Banish. No, we don't really need that. The relics that they do have aren't going to matter there. And something like Merchant's not worth killing, honestly. No need to get Sporefolk, because we can't really get things out of our Void anymore. We can eventually go for a Lumen Reclaimer and do it, so there is that. This game has been absolutely insane. Some of the worst luck I've had for a long time. That was crazy, crazy bad. I'm still stunned by that we hit 2 out of the 3 possible cards and like almost 60 cards in our deck. Nope, I'm gonna slam a Great-Kiln Titan. And maybe now we'll... Oh, come on! Oh, it just hates us right now. The RNG is not on our side. We have some blanks, but oh man, just the incredible feel-bads of these, hitting power off of this, and then just hitting over and over and over, the worst possible draw on that. Because we didn't have any more, like, total blanks. We got rid of all the Stirring Sands, and,
A customer.
wow, like, that's just so silly. Alright, well, what do you do? Kind of hilarious. Also, on another level, it kind of sucks, but hey, what do you do, like I said? I mean, sometimes you're just going to have really, really bad luck. And as it turns out, we're having some really, really bad luck. Oh, wow. I want to do some quick math on the side, though. I'm really curious about the odds on that with the 3 successes. Get 2 draws, and we get 2 successes. Yeah, so that was a 1 in 1,000 hit when we did the Annihilate off the second Titan. The odds of us going that exact kind of sequence of plays was really low. So we can go Mask, Power Card, Wingbrewer,
Revel in the shadow.
and use the Wingbrewer. Immediately get Mask of Torment and Devour. Another Mask of Torment's kind of cool, but Devour is actually really nice too for the Wingbrewer. We can do some shenanigans with that. Gives us some more power card. Like, it gives us some extra power off the mask. It lets us draw some more gas, possibly. I think I like the Devour here. They might not even kill this Wingbrewer right away. This makes it even more interesting. There's the Temporal. Yep.
Think you can escape?
Sure.
me?
Desert Marshalling that doesn't really matter. We were just going to sacrifice it anyways. And so now we just Devour it for sure. I could have possibly waited so we could Royal Guardian and gain a ton of life. Alright. The funny thing is that despite how incredibly bad we've had, like, for our luck here... Oof, another Royal Guardian might be a problem. We still are in not terrible position to actually win this game, which is kind of funny. I'm thinking I'm holding on to Back Alley Delinquent here. The reason being that we want to be able to Back Alley Delinquent, discard, and then Royal Guardian immediately, so we gain a ton of life. And the power card. Alright, well, we've hit Invoke the Waystones twice, and twice we've managed to get power card. The luck is not exactly on our side this time, but we still, like I said, we still have a chance in this game, no question. We can gain so much life off of these. I mean, each one is 25. Just had to set it up. Wingbrewer can also be used to set it up, but we need 15 power for that. Really would like to hit a Lumen Reclaimer, so we need to get an Aurelian Merchant, just to make sure that we're not milling ourselves. We're already halfway through our deck. Pretty nuts, just this game. I'm still just stunned at how bad our luck was on those Titans. Oh, it was good stuff. Yep. I mean, the thing here is that, like, we're just going to grind against them forever, and I think that we've got more finishers than they do, so it might just ultimately end up being our win. It's just going to be a really, really long, grindy, annoying game because of it. Like most of the games against this deck, honestly. It's a good thing that most of the cards got nerfed. It's really not seen very much anymore. I'm surprised they're playing it. And our opponent thinking really hard about playing something else. Maybe like a Wisdom beforehand. Alright, we're going to Back Alley Delinquent. And discard a Wingbrewer, I think. Which you can then use to Sabotage. It just pops Aegis, but it's still useful. We might be able to do it again later. And gain 27. Back up to 45. They can Harsh Rule this board, or just, like, vanquish our Royal Guardian. Either way. Pretty okay spot for us to be in. They've used one end of the story and one Harsh Rule. Now there's another end. So there's 3 of their board wipes. It's a good thing that, like, Hailstorm kind of does nothing against us. Don't really care if they have it. Discarding the Wingbrewer there was a little greedy of me, because I'm just hoping that I can Royal Guardian a billion times. But it might have been better to discard one Royal Guardian, because Wingbrewer does set up the Tribute again. Triple Merchant, really good draw for them. That might give them a way to kill the Mask. which would be bad for us. I mean, Mask is giving us only 3 power right now, but still, it's important. We need every power we can get. We're going to try and Cull the deck first. Woo. That's not the best. Let's go for Invoke. We've got a lot of life to spare, so we can wait a little while. There's the Eileen's choice. I've been kind of waiting for it.
You don't want to make my allies your enemies.
And now Quarry. I like Quarry so that we can possibly get the Royal Guardian to gain us 1,000,000 life again. Quarry seems really nice. There's definitely a chance that we can just discard, like, Back Alley Delinquent or Learned Herbalist. Something like that. The Infernal Tyrant is a little awkward here, because I don't really want to play it. I wish that I had been able to discard it to the Quarry. So we won't really want to play the Infernal Tyrant. We're going to want to wait and see if we can't discard it to get the tribute. Alright. Quarry it up. And there is a Back Alley Delinquent. So there's 2 ways that we could do this. We could keep the Back Alley Delinquent, discard the Infernal Tyrant, and then just pop a Sabotage at them. Or we could let it go and play Royal Guardian. I think that I want to Sabotage them again. Might not be a bad idea.
What are you gonna do about it?
Gets kind of annoying for them, I think. Like, now that they don't have Aegis, that's going to be a pain. Channel the Tempest. Yep.
Unleash the storm.
But the thing is that there's likely another Channel the Tempest in their hand now because of that. Equivocate. Equivocate's really a frustrating card for us. I do not want to see Equivocate. I mean, it turns into another 10. Maybe that's actually okay. I'm just a little bit worried about that. Eileen's choice is certainly annoying. Might just be Eileen's choice. Stops our Invoke. Harsh Rule is fine. There's double of those. Alright, I'm going to Eileen's choice here. And gain 36 life. Well, how are you killing me? There's a strategize. Yep. We knew that was coming down. I'm really surprised they didn't have, like, a disjunction or something to kill our Mask of Torment, honestly. Feels strange. Okay, they get Aegis again. And there's the 4th merchant. Ooh, baby. I don't think we've seen our 4 merchants yet. I think we still have one left, even now. I know that there was... Yeah, so we've got... We've only hit 1, actually. Yikes. Merchant would be a good card for us to see. Like, an Invoke the Waystones might not be bad here. Great-Kiln Titan's a thing.
Ah, a customer.
Oh, that's awkward. So we can get the Lumen Reclaimer, we can get Invoke the Waystones. I kind of want to get the Lumen Reclaimer so we don't just draw ourselves to death. But, like, I hate trading this Royal Guardian. We have a lot of life. Maybe it's fine. Okay, and we don't want to play it right away, even if we had the chance. Because we know they're going to Harsh Rule. That was an argument for us to keep more power cards in our hand, but I wanted to try and get to 20. Oh, they did have Disjunction. They just didn't get it earlier? I don't know why they would have done that. Huh. It's like... That feels super weird. I don't know why they wouldn't have got Mask of Torment the first time around. Like, I mean, that's their 4th merchant now? Yeah, they had a lot of chances to get it. I'm really surprised by that.
Your time is far from ended.
Alright, let's get a bunch of cards back into our deck. And we could Amber Waystone here. And Yeah, there's not really a point to it. I mean, we might need life gain eventually, but we're okay. Sure. Equivocating the Lumen Reclaimer is fine. We knew that that was going to happen, but we still have so many cards again now. I don't think the game's going to go that long. They're going to run out of gas long before then. If anything, they're probably going to mill themselves out.
Revel in the shadow.
And we will draw Invoke the Waystones. They might have the counter for it, but they've already used some Eileen's choices. Can't have too much left.
The Waystones hold great power.
We've also gotten rid of... I was going to say, we've gotten rid of a lot of the blanks in our deck now because we've played so many power cards. Unfortunately, not all of them. Aurelian Merchant seems pretty good. We've got an Evoke, another Mask. We can get the Royal Guardian if we want. Doesn't gain us as much life right now, but still seems pretty solid. And pass turn.
Think you can escape me?
Sure. I mean, it was dying anyways. It sucks if we're recycling our Void, but we can't even do that now because they've already destroyed the Lumen Reclaimer. Opponent down to 22 cards. And thinking. Maybe deciding whether or not they want to draw with Wisdom. I don't know. Equivocating Wingbrewer. Sure. They just want to get the damage in right away. I guess that's fair. They really need to have a clock on us now because they're in a lot of trouble. I can imagine we would have absolutely crushed them if we hadn't had some incredibly bad luck off those Great-Kiln Titans that we got early. Like, it wouldn't have been a very close game at all if that had been the case. You can see that despite our incredibly bad luck in this game, we're still at a point where we've got them really, really close to being dead. I mean, if we had hit even close to average instead of our 1 in 1,000 type hits off of the Great-Kiln Titan, then we would have pretty easily crushed this. So we gotta Cull the deck, which could be good. I think I want to try and go for that. Opponent thinking. As usual, the games with these decks go incredibly slow. Some of the slowest that you can ever possibly play. It's too bad that we can't get Royal Guardian, but like we're not going to be able to tribute it right away, so I think it's better to just Stirring Sand back Great-Kiln Titan if we can, and try and hit something good this time.
A customer.
And we'll Merchant away the Yeti Troublemaker. Get Mask and pop the Desert Marshal, I think. Pass the turn. We get a Sporefolk. That's fine. It's not great, but it's not nothing, I suppose. I mean, it's pretty close to nothing, actually. Not sure. Okay, wait, what? Why would they have not harsh ruled? Okay, that was a really big mistake from our opponent. Not harsh ruling before the Great-Kiln Titan trigger seems really, really silly. Alright. Well, I mean, they managed to get there anyways. That was some really suspect play. But that's what happens. We just got super unlucky on our very early Great-Kiln Titans. Annoying game, but what do you do? Okay, game 4. Good to see everybody who stuck around through that awful last match, especially with all of our bad luck early on. But we've got a pretty nice hand this time, and hopefully we don't run into the terrible Great-Kiln Titan hits. We did say that those were a possibility, but yeah, normally you don't hit multiples of them in a row like that. That was real bad. Our opponent, pausing, waiting. Uh-oh. We might have another slow opponent like our last one. Or somebody who disconnected. I really hope that it's not a disconnect, because this hand's really sweet. Okay, there we go. They might be playing the game. Ooh. Another Great-Kiln Titan. I mean, that's actually maybe not that bad. Maybe I shouldn't be worrying about that. Because now we've got one if we ramp Mask of Torment instead. Yeah, that's actually fine. I really want to get a Shadow Sigil. I'd rather not have to play Secret Pages for it, because I want to play Mask of Torment and then start gaining life. Okay. I can stop that now, though. I think that now we're done. Definitely bottom the Fire Sigil. And swing in. Like, I'm definitely full up on Great-Kiln Titans now. Cool card. Don't need any more. Thank you very much.
Something catch your eye.
Ooh, Genev Merchant's scary. Can be a lot of different things. Like, a Rain of Frogs would be incredibly bad for us. I wouldn't be surprised if they run it, too. I've been seeing a lot of Rain of Frogs again. We do not want to trade, so I'm not going to. Yeah, Rain of Frogs Great-Kiln Titan absolutely demolishes us, which is unfortunate. Like, especially with this hand, it's just so weak to it right now, and I feel like it's going to happen.
Something catch your eye.
Ooh, another Merchant. That's almost scarier. Because we still can't play Great-Kiln Titan, and now they can just get so much incredible gas here. And that sets them up to do a lot of nasty things. We can go Amber Waystone, brings us to 7. Just gonna pass the turn, hold up the Secret Pages. Make them fret a little bit about what we can have. They know that we have Secret Pages, so that's why we're gonna be stopping, but... Gift of Battle. Okay. So they're actually the aggro deck? Mirror Image.
Something catch your eye.
Now we're going to want to block. Because we're going to have enough power cards after this to just Great-Kiln Titan. So we definitely block here, save ourselves a bunch of life. Use this. We don't need any of the influence requirements anymore, we're fine. So it doesn't really matter what we get. Sporefolk is an interesting chump blocker, at least. We'll run it here. What would we have hit first? Hopefully nothing good. Another Sporefolk. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe we hit something great now? Ooh, 4 damage to an enemy. This is kind of awkward. I mean, I could pop Aegis. Could just go face. Popping Aegis is probably correct. Because then we can grab another Great-Kiln Titan. If we get another mask off of it at some point, then we can actually kill the Berserker. Haunting Scream Genev Merchant. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty scary in a lot of ways. Permafrost might come down here. Permafrost is bad, but not the end of the world. Oh, no? They don't... Do they not have Permafrost in the market? Or maybe they just didn't want to go for it? Alright. Trying to combo us out. They've got a really, really strong hand to do it. I mean, they've ended up on 4 power and just gas, gas, gas. So that is definitely scary. We can smash them back, play a Great-Kiln, and Devour. I think I want to Devour first. Although I might need the chump blocker. Yeah, I think that it's better to wait. We'll attack here, play a Great-Kiln Titan. Pass the turn. I may discard a card. I think we're not.
What are you gonna do about it?
No. Sure, grab a Crest. I don't need another back alley Delinquent, that's for sure. But having some chump blockers here is good. Wow, Dark Return as well. I mean, currently that's lethal. But we'll let them play it. and then we'll Devour. We want to get them into that mode,
Something gets your eye.
rather than showing them that we're stopping them from having lethal here. It's much better to just Devour afterwards. Because they might change their line of play otherwise. And we want them to do this so that we know that we're living. Okay. Wingbrewer is not going to do it. Aurelian Merchant can get the Royal Guardian, but we can't actually play it then. Can it get anything else that matters? Oh, right, it can get Mask of Torment, and then we can just pop that twice. So that might work. I mean, it's going to be a scary line for us anyways. And actually, we want to hit here. Because we might just be able to kill them, too. If they don't chump both of these, then they're dead. No, they do double chump. I'm hoping that they just have a bunch of power, like they draw some power cards here eventually. They haven't hit hardly any. They've had so much gas this game, it's terrifying. What's on top? Don't want Sporefolk.
Ah, a customer.
Get mass. 4 damage. 4 damage. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. I'm silly. Oh no.
Let's see.
Is there any way that I could have done that? Oh, and with 1 power card, I could have used Secret Pages and 1. Prevented the damage. Oh, we're 1 short of doing it. So if I'd grabbed a back alley Delinquent, then maybe I could have just gained the life. No, I wouldn't have. I would have had to learn Herbalist too. Alright, they had the win anyways. Okay, so they just BMing us. Gave us the emotes and BMing here. Sure. There was no real way out of that. They did the right blocks. They had a sick hand. I mean, 4 power and then just non-stop merchants like that. With Dark Returns, with Haunting Screams. They didn't even have to market for most of those. That was really sick for them. So they had a great hand. Tough game. So yeah, about that last game, I could have used... I still wanted to use the line that I did and just try and hope to hit like another Mask of Torment or something. But I wanted to like Mask of Torment, hit the 4-3, and then hit them in the face. Just to like get the extra 4 damage. So I missed out on 4 damage, was all that was. Back alley Delinquent with Stirring Sand, Wingbrewer. I'm going to keep this. Not sure if we can do what we want to do, but there's definitely the possibility that we can get it pretty early. I'm going to keep the Cull deck on top too. That way we can try and dig down to a Great-Kiln Titan or something right away. So we had a couple of really close games, the last 2. One that we just had, like, the most insane bad luck you can ever imagine. And the other one that was, like, just close. Oh, Mask of Torment versus a Fire Sigil. I want the Fire Sigil. Just thinking about my market again here really quickly. Invoke, Lumen, or Claimer. This is a tough one. We've got the Royal Guardian, but that's not going to do too much. I mean, I suppose we can back alley discard it and then Stirring Sands it, but that takes a while. I think I'd rather mask here. Now we have some interesting choices, because we might just want to, like, Wingbrewer instead on turn 3 and try and start, like, digging that way. Learned Herbalist. Ooh. We have a lot of options. It might be Aurelian Merchant time. Aurelian Merchant, trade off the Wingbrewer or the back alley. And maybe even go for Xenan Banner to make sure that we can play the Mask of Torment.
Ah, a customer.
Since we have a different way to discard, we're going to get rid of Back Alley, and I'm going to get Xenan Banner. It guarantees us a Mask of Torment. It might take a turn or 2, but They also probably don't have a good way to remove this. Oh.
It'll get the job done.
Okay, they're
Guaranteed.
Ikaria gold colors? I wonder if they're actually playing that. It's very possible. Okay, so now we got fire. That's kind of nice. Sporefolk is also interesting. I think I actually keep Sporefolk, because Sporefolk does let us dig a bunch for a Stirring Sands. We can Sporefolk into Stirring Sands next turn. Yeah, even if they kill this, which, I mean, it seems like they'll do it. But I don't mind them using a torch instead of using it on, like, Learned Herbalist or Wingbrewer. And we can still go Sporefolk, Xenan Banner, Stirring Sand. Opponent cooking the books. Very good card. Okay, we got a Royal Guardian. So we can gain a bunch of life anyways if we want to. That seems like a decent plan. Gain 7 life, get a 10/10. Obviously much better if it was a Great-Kiln Titan, but that's not a lot to complain about. It also helps us with the Torment too. We now have enough power that just with Learned Herbalist alone, we can get a Great-Kiln Titan online. Ooh, and our opponent doesn't have anything, so they have to chump block here. Just thinking about how I want to do this. I want to gain the life off of the Quarry.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
Kind of hate discarding the Wingbrewer, but... Ooh, baby. We have some options. Great-Kiln Titan we can actually just play. Invoke the Waystones is pretty sick with what we're doing, too. I think that I take the Great-Kiln Titan. And we'll attack with both. Because they're kind of forced to chump block the 10/10. So we might as well get the free damage. Hit, we'll secret pages for red, get Great-Kiln Titan. They may have a harsh rule. Yep. But that's honestly not too bad for us, as long as I don't misclick and not grab the fire sigil, which I almost did. Almost did that. Woo. And another Great-Kiln Titan. Hello. Don't mind if I do. Into... Oh, wow. Mask of Torment, Royal Guardian. We're gonna get Mask of Torment. Some cool things we could do there. Obviously, Mask of Torment with Great-Kiln Titans is pretty sweet, because it's just extra damage. Hitting a lot better off this Great-Kiln Titan than the last ones.
In Ikaria's name, you will be judged!
Ow. So we're going for a little bit of greed here, because we could have certainly just played Mask of Torment, popped Horizon, and tried that out, but... Learned Herbalist is good, but not that good off the Titan right now. Hey! Mask of Torment! Cool! Woo! Alright. Well, you know, I said that we really did low roll that one game where we just, like, hit the Annihilates. But that is a high roll. We only had 1 Mask of Torment left. Oh, no, we had 2 left because we grabbed 1. No, we didn't. We had 1 Mask of Torment left. That's the last mask in our deck.
Safe
Yeah, that was really, really good. That was insane. They're going to be so tilted when we play another one this turn. I would be anyways. Oh, this is sick. Alright, so we play Mask. Shoot this. Amber Waystone, and Smash. They have to chump block. And we get 2 more cards. Oh, this is just silly. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't hit another mask off the top to just win the game. What would I like to draw here? I mean, I don't even love any of these. I guess... Maybe just Crest, honestly. I kind of want more power. Invoke the Waystones, though. Hello. That I want. We've got 18 power, 19 power. I think we're pretty A-okay with that. It'd be funny if they firebomb themselves. Aw. Well, this is a pretty good game. That went out alright. So the 3 and 2 had some really bad luck in game 3 too. So I mean, I think that we would have actually been able to pull out a 4-1 pretty easily if we hadn't drawn so poorly off those Great-Kiln Titans. So this deck is maybe even the real deal. Obviously, this is just a very rough draft. This is very literally the first time that I sat down to make this deck. I like put in cards that I thought I might want to do and then played a single game with it just to test it. And I absolutely demolished my opponent. I'm actually going to put up the board state again here so you can look at this game. I saved it immediately because I did this. That was from a board where I had only a Great-Kiln Titan in play, and I just like immediately learned Herbalist to get Invoke the Waystones. Then we hit the Royal Guardian. I was at 10 life and I gained 25 to get to 35 immediately and just like lock my opponent out of the game with their Ryzen. And then they wiped the board, and the next turn I played Invoke, hit another Royal Guardian, and gained 37 life, and just went off. Like, we hit Sporefolk and Royal Guardian to gain 37 life, and yeah, it was just an absolute blowout. And I was like, okay, this has to be the deck that I'm playing, because it's way too fun. So I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did. This deck is one of the most fun things that I've brewed in a long time. I'm super, super happy with it. It was just an absolute blast. And again, big shout outs to all the people that do let me do this. It's absolutely wonderful to have all of you people around. Something that I do want to let everybody know, pay really close attention to the channel in the next couple days, because I'm going to be putting up an announcement for the Pickle Challenge, which is a charity stream that I do on Twitch. It's for Doctors Without Borders. It's a really big thing for us. We've raised about $50,000 so far, including some like employee matching, but on the actual website, tiltify.com, that we use to give the money to Doctors Without Borders, we have raised $43,000. So we're going to do a really big push this time and try and hit 50. So we're going to try and get like another $7,000 raised on this next one. And we're going to have a bunch of really cool incentives for everybody. I'm going to try and give away some prizes if I can for my own to try and donate myself. And I'm hopefully going to get some like sponsorships and stuff in there as well. It's going to be a blast. So check that out. Pay really close attention, like I said, to the channel. I will put up an announcement here or mention it in some of my videos. And of course, I don't like to ask for it too much, but if you can give it a follow, it'd be really, really nice for you to follow here and follow on Twitch, because it helps me out a whole lot to have more viewers and stuff. This is my full-time job, thanks to all of you wonderful people, and I really appreciate all the help from that. And following is one of the biggest things you can do for me, so I do appreciate it, and I will be back again next week with some more of these deck techs. I don't know how I'm going to top this one, but we'll try. See you then.